Okay, so apparently I forgot to make an intro for the videos that I posted. So I am I'm gonna I'm making this video now just to intro to you regarding what the videos that follow are about and why I made them. Number one, this guy Paddock was clearly, in my opinion, a terrorist. Whether he's white or Muslim or Christian or an atheist or Antifa, I don't give a what he was. He's clearly a terrorist, regardless. There's no reason that you do what this person did. I think that there's nothing on these videos about his brother, but I think his brother's full of shit. I think that the idea that the girlfriend's attorney said that she had no clue, I think that's bullshit. Obviously, if you look at Special Agent Rouse, he knows that's bullshit because he's talking about working with people from other countries and other stuff that's going on. So I think that he knows whatever she said, and they're trying to figure out what happened. I think that it's feasible that this guy really was ISIL, and they're trying to hook those links up given the huge or all the mayhem that's been going on in the Philippines regarding radical Islam. I think that this guy may actually have ISIL connections, and they're going to let her skate as long as she runs her yapper. Whether that'll be good or bad for her and her family, who is apparently living in Australia, remains to be seen. But unless they can give them all new identities, which I guess the federal government could do that. So Mr. Paddock is, this guy is a terrorist, hands down. So anyway, my video, though, there's a lot of conspiracy theories, and I don't hear as much this time as I've heard in the past with other things, with people going, oh, that's just bullshit, you're just a conspiracy theorist, just never mind anything you have to say. There's no way that anything you say could be credible because it's outside of what the state's telling us. The state's got some serious trust issues, and it seems like Special Agent Rouse is maybe unaware of that because of the way he's talking to people. Even though he's not belligerent, he's definitely pompous. So, anyway, the video is going to be regarding one plausible scenario that I've come up with that I haven't heard yet in the media, based on what you're going to witness first is the lengthy interview or the press conference with the sheriff, and then Rouse talks. He vomits some verbal diarrhea and doesn't answer any questions and doesn't help anything. But he's more than willing, probably as a typical FBI agent, to take credit for everything that the local police have done or are doing. Sure, there's great people in the FBI. I'm just not sure if Rouse is one of them. And that goes for all the leadership and all the alphabet soup agency bureaucratic horseshit, for reasons that I'll elaborate on later, which probably anybody else can figure out, or at least theorize. Anyway, the scenario that I'm going to come up with is that, based on what the sheriff says in this press conference, that there was 200 plus rounds fired down the hallway at the security guard who happened upon the area through some information that led him to this 32nd floor. There's going to be that's like one of the big sticking points. The other sticking point is the door. The stairwell is literally right next to the door, the main double door for the suite. It's literally right there. There's cameras and everything surveilling the area for obvious reasons. There's so many guns in the room. How did he get all those guns in there unobserved? And like I say in one of the videos, I took a gun into Vegas. I walked around the casino with the gun on me. It was a pistol. It wasn't, I wasn't hauling around, 23 assault weapons. But it was nonetheless, it was no bother for me to get the weapon into the hotel room. Which anybody could have done. So the question is, what is the conspiracy theory? So in general, I will show you the videotaped evidence of the press conference where the sheriff supplies information, where he's talking about accomplices and he's talking about the stairwell door being secured, but not welded secured, but somehow secured. That needs to be answered. Another thing that needs to be answered is why were 200 plus rounds fired down the hallway? Again, in military terms, I would call that suppression fire or cover fire. And, you can crawl under cover fire. So anyway, just check out the videos. Like I said, you're going to hear the sheriff say everything that I present, in the video that I present toward the end there, or at the end, will demonstrate. It's the last video if you just want to go right to that. What I think happened based on the timeline and the information provided anew in last night's press conference, the press conference on the evening of October 4th, 2017. All right, so I'm Dr. Phil here with the anatomy of a sociopathic mass shooter of the Route 91 Harvest Festival. Okay, good luck, my fellow Americans. Again, leave any comments or anything you want. I don't care. That's fine. If you hate me, I don't care either. But I just want you to know I love all of you as Americans. Okay? Good luck.